Hey guys, welcome to Isaiah's Reviews, and today I'll be reviewing a Bluetooth speaker that's also an FM transmitter, and it'll take you 3.5 auxiliary cable too. It is the sbode M400. It's got two drivers in here and two base radiators at the top and bottom. Got a little magnetic latch that it comes in like that. You get auxiliary cable, micro USB charging cable, a little instruction manual, stuff like that in there. The speaker's not in there because it's right here. Now they contacted me to want to do this, and I have, I think, 30 or 40 Bluetooth speakers. I have a closet, it's next to my office, that Bluetooth speakers just line the shelves. And I read the reviews on this when they asked me, and I was like, you know, everybody's ranting and raving about it. I like the style of it, and I was immediately envisioning going to the beach, because we go to the beach a lot, and I'm always looking for like the perfect poolside beach speaker, and I like how everything's laid out here. We'll get into details later, but yeah, I agreed to do it. Got it in, listened to it. It has great highs and mids. The bass kind of isn't really bass heavy, so if you like bass heavy things, that's not a thing with this. But me, I like neutral tones, just kind of natural things. So if you can hit a good high, like if I can turn it completely up and it doesn't distort, then it's on my list as good. And this is exactly what this is. You can turn it up to any volume and you're not going to get any kind of distortion. You still maintain really good highs and mids, which is great. And these are little passive bass little radiators, two on each side. The speaker alignment is opposite of the buttons. I don't know, I'm going to try to zoom this in and see if we can see the speakers in there. You see how they're housed? I think you can sort of see right there. There they are. There's two of them right there and over there. But yeah, they face the opposite of the buttons. So we all know by now how to pair Bluetooth devices, but the cool thing, what I really like about it, is you can toggle between the different modes, auxiliary, FM, and everything just by touching.
FM radio mode, aux-in mode, Bluetooth mode.
So it's easy to do. You don't have to. I've got some Bluetooth speakers, they make it so difficult because they try to utilize apps to control everything, and they minimize the buttons on the outside. They make them rugged, but you're left with like hard to get to and not really understandable buttons and stuff. But you can talk them through on your phone here, through a mic if you want to. Play and pause, volume up and down, which is also track, and also scan through your FM channels. And then here's the magic pairing button to the other speaker. Under here is your housing for it. This will actually take a micro SD card in here, so you can use that. Micro USB cable for charging, and then your aux cable is right down there. So I wanted to do this because the reviews just rant and raved. And like I said, I agree. The mids and the highs and everything's great. I'm not gonna listen to an FM channel, but because of copyright issues. And I wanted to get this for the beach. Now, sometimes you want to leave your phone behind, or maybe sometimes you want to put your phone away in a safe compartment. And I run into issues where my Bluetooth range is affected because I have it in like an OtterBox case or something at the beach. So I'm limited on range. And also if I'm using one speaker, if you think of a speaker as like a fan, and when you turn the fan on, it will gradually dissipate its strength the farther you get away from it. So if you're too far away, you have to crank up the fan, and then you're left with something that's really audible there. And then to the person closest to it, and then the further away you go, the better it sounds, especially when you turn the volume way up and somebody over there can hear it. And the same way with speakers. So I envisioned these hanging from the beach umbrellas. So having two of these, and by the poolside too. And that way you can keep them kind of turned down. I mean, you'll still have to turn them up for the noise pollution that the beach produces with the waves and the wind and stuff. So having two of these, and I personally bought, after listening to this when it came in, I was like, I gotta have another one, this is great. I personally bought one myself outside of the one they sent me, And pairing this is super easy.
Power on. Bluetooth mode.
All right, so we got them both in Bluetooth mode. I want the master controller to be this one. So we'll push that one and then boom. Blue is left, red is right. It is like automatically connected. You can turn your volume up and down here. But we'll listen to some non-copyrighted stuff and let you listen to it. And the cool thing too, to note, is you can set this like this or set it down and have it playing like this. I would probably set it down like this, but you can like this, and it has the rubber ends so it won't damage anything, but there's also gaps here that air, so some of this little bass here can pass through up underneath this, sitting on a table if it wants to. Like I said, you can hang this, and the way they place the hanger is the speakers will tilt down, which is ideal. At first I was like, please don't place this wrong, and they didn't. The speakers point down, so that's a good thing. So when this thing's just, you know, you can sit underneath the umbrella and you can hear it. So I'm excited about taking it to the beach this year. And it's waterproof. I would say splash proof. I wouldn't submerge this. I wouldn't submerge a speaker that was completely waterproof. I'm just anal about stuff like that. But splash proof, completely dust proof, so you don't have to worry about it with the sand. So like I said, I think this is the ideal setup. 2 of these, beach, pool, connect them with 2 separate umbrellas. Everybody's happy. You can hear when you talk to each other because you're not. I run into the fact that I got the boom box next to me. I can't hear anything because people on the horseshoe on the other side wants to hear the music too. So I have to turn it up for them to hear, and then I'm left with like deafening sound. But not anymore. I think we can divvy this out because we have large groups that go to the beach, the family stuff. So this is gonna help. Also, it's worth noting that in FM mode, they're kind of on their own. They won't connect. I couldn't get them to connect, but you can tune into the same radio channel, and there was no delay over the other one, so it was just like connecting the two. But everything else will connect, and the distance between these two, I was able to place one on the other side of the house, or one on one side of the house, and one on the other one through walls and everything. And both were able to stay connected. And whatever you do to one will do to the other. So if somebody's like, this is too loud, it'll turn your speaker down too. And if you cut one off, it'll cut the other one off. So they're kind of joined together once you pair them. But for the money, like they cut off the volume at a certain level to where it won't distort. And that's fine. I understand that. I've got plenty of speakers that allow you to go beyond the distortion limit, and then you're kind of possibly in a world where you could do harm to the speaker, and they're like, hey, this is where we're going to stop it because we want our quality to stay there. And I think it's fine. I think it's plenty loud enough to be able to get people immediately like underneath an umbrella or surrounding them. and the distance these things can go. When we're in a big horseshoe, as a bunch of groups of family are together at the beach, you can put one on one side and one on the other. That's fantastic. So everybody should be able to have a good balance of music. And you don't have to do this at the beach. You can do it at poolside because you don't have that noise distortion going on from the waves and wind. So you should be completely happy with how loud that is and how sound carries across, the concrete at the pool. But both of them, it would take two, like in a room. Like if you're really trying to get down and dance and dirty, or dirty dance, you'd have to have two in a room. One I don't think would be loud enough to supply that kind of, but if you want some nice background music, you could put one in one room, one in the other, one on the deck, one in the living room or something, and that would be just fine. So I actually love them for the price. So this has been Isaiah's Reviews reviewing the sbode M400 Bluetooth waterproof dustproof speakers. Make sure to go follow the link if you want them, and yeah, make sure to explode on that subscribe button and ding that bell so you get notified on the next Bluetooth speakers or electronic devices that I review. See ya.